We've got over 500 vehicle tests on this channel, and almost all of them have headlight tests, so if you want to see how the lights on your vehicle work, this is the right place to be. I'm in a good Christmas mood, so we had the hired help put a giant wreath over our front door this Christmas. And the living room was too small to put the Christmas trees, so we put them outside this year. Looks like Ford sent us a Mustang GT to drive. We did a full week road test on this already on YouTube. If you didn't see that, we'll have a link for that into this video. Right now we're doing a headlight test, night drive only. So we've got 3 bulbs on each side, so let's do it. All right, starting off, let's take these headlights out in the dark and see what they do. And I see we have, oh, where'd the Mustang emblem go? Every time you open the door or close it, you get the Mustang emblem. There you go. I got to show you that because it's what you're paying for. Ooh, it's cold out here. All right, here we go. Got the low beams all, triple beam. Here we have the emergency blinkers. Wow, they're bright too. Got some on the mirrors. And the front end being drowned out by the headlights. Alright, the headlights off. Far easier to see. And here it really doesn't make much difference. And let's open the door. And you have the Mustang wording on the rocker panels, reminding you what you're driving. The interior lighting does a pretty good job of lighting up the cabin. 2 large bulbs. Alright, let's test the headlights. We've got the low beams on, kind of low, not clearing the bushes. Bright enough though. High beam. Strong in the middle. I'm kind of worried about this low clearance here. We'll find out when we take it out in the sticks. Long distance. Got the brights on, reaching way out there. Low beam, not so much. And here we have our dark, dingy street test. Low beam's reaching out okay, but we're not going very quick. Very fast. High beam, not a problem. Merry Christmas. You watch my videos. I cannot stand auto-dimming mirrors if they don't have a disconnect switch. I don't like driving in city traffic with blacked out mirrors. It's not safe. I can't find a disconnect switch on the mirror, and I have not been able to find it in the info screen. Looks like we're stuck with it thus far. A piece of tape over the sensor hole will eliminate that, but I don't have any tape at the moment. Here's what the camera looks like when you put the transmission in reverse. Not the biggest screen I've seen, but decent clarity. It'll do. One of the nice features of this Mustang, you can choose the gauge cluster you want on the info screen. It's a lot easier to do this at night than the daytime when you have all the glare reflecting off the screen. Here you have the normal mode for general driving. Looks pretty good. The sport mode, a little bit too Star Trek-y for me. And the track mode. This is great for racing around corners and really lights up the car at night. One of my favorites. And the calm, where you don't show too much, but this is great for long highway trips where you don't have everything blaring in your face. So take your pick. It's all there on the screen to pick from. Let's light up some highway signs. Got the low beam on. And I got the high beam reaching out. High beams definitely reach out on the highway. Here we go, construction signs. Low beam, high beam. Really reaching out there, aren't they? Let's take this car out in the boonies and see how it works in tight country curves. Well, reaching on a high beam, low beam, not so much. On these dark country roads with tight curves, the high beam setting works great. I can see way ahead, but go to low beam, and I'm getting some serious concerns here. The light just isn't going very far, especially when you get into mild dips. With all the wildlife out here, if I hit a mountain lion, whatever, but I don't want to hit a skunk. Definitely not, and there are a lot of them out here. Nearest part of the road I call the Big Dipper, and as you can see with the high beams I can see on top of the hill. Low beam, I'm blind. I don't know what's up there. It could be a deer for all I know. This is one thing I find very annoying about car makers. They give you headlights that are twice as powerful as before. They give you a lens that cuts off the range, half the range as before. Why are we doing this? It makes no sense. It's unnecessary. I drive about 60 cars per year. There are plenty of other vehicles that offer excellent performance on high and low beam with the LED or halogen or whatever you want to call them. Some car manufacturers just aren't paying attention. Come on, Ford. If I was driving a little Ford Maverick or Escort, I wouldn't be concerned about the long range of the low beams, but come on, you're running almost 500 horsepower. I really want to see what's ahead of the road. Wouldn't you? All right, here's the ultimate test. Can we light up the county jail and the sign above it? Looks good so far. We got the high beams on. Oh, I can barely make it out. J-A-I-L. I see it. Now I go to low beam. I can't even see the jail. Come on, what the heck? Fail on this one. And another dip. You want to go in here when it's flooded. High beams I can see. Low beam. Could be a mud pit down there. You never know. There's a little horsey on the pavement again. This includes our headlight test and night drive. This is a very nice car. I like everything about it, but as we can see, while the high beam headlights work, the low beams are not that good on performance. Driving on back roads, okay for city traffic, not for taking high speeds. That's an ideal color. Here we have a manual transmission, so you're always using your right hand to shift gears up and down. And on the left you have the steering column stalk, where you can shift the high beam, low beam up and down. So you have both hands busy. No big deal. You just have to adapt. That being said, we need to get out of here because it's late and the vampire bats are circling back to town. That concludes our headlight test and night drive. You want to see the full road test? Here's the link. Click and watch.